dude said that, you know, and again, these niggas is old heads, man. These dudes is old. Big U is an old-ass Roller 60 Crip. He one of the biggest Roller 60 Crip. He was the nigga that said, you're not a real killer until you can kill a man with your bare hands in a cell, in a box where it's literally close the jungle. Look, only one of us making out this joint. That's it. And when you can look a man down and tell him that, and that's it. Like, you know, he know. Y'all know the drill. Only one of us coming out here today. To me, once again, I'm receptive. I came up in the hood where I was taught to listen to older niggas. So when that came to me in the form of understand niggas, some of these niggas don't even know this. You know what I mean? So to me, that was a piece of wisdom that stayed with a nigga. You feel what I'm saying? Just because I was like, damn, like, nah, that is the rawest shit. You feel what I'm saying? Like, no weapons.
Fucking Game of Thrones.
Come on, man.
Shit. Like, you know what I mean?
Come on, man.
No weapons, there's no nothing. And that's what my father always used to tell me. He said, you know, a girl, you know, at some point, man, you might not have that gun. Or you might not have anything on you, bro. You might have to fend for yourself.
But I feel like at this point, though, we got to be real about it that narrative, that morale, it's just not real no more. And let's be, I know for me, I'm going to be honest. The 90s era erased that anyway. The 90s brought that, the gunplay. Ask any of these niggas from the era, from back, like, they will say that. The 80s, motherfuckers were still boxing. 90s came and shit on Ready to Die, motherfucker. What Biggie say? What Biggie say on the first song? Things done changed. Mm-hmm. Stupid nigga try to use kung fu.
I just thought about this.
Silly nigga tried to use kung fu. Slugs in his back end, that's what the fuck happened. So I'm done, bro. Like, I ain't like, that's only what I said. That shit started with the 90s era. Niggas was popping them hammers. So, you know, look, think about it this way. Go ask the OGs, like the niggas from Big U in them time. The 70s, 80s era of gangbanging, Crips and Bloods. Niggas was fighting, bro. Tookie and them was fighting, bro. They was not on no gunplay shit. I remember I was listening to Tookie, and he said it, like the first guns didn't pop out till later. Late 80s, 90s. They started popping up.
I think it is just like because these kids be feeling embarrassed. Like, sometimes, like, you know, the funny thing is, I think sometimes it's just best to take an ass. And for me, you know what I mean? I used to fight so much when I was younger. You know what I mean? So, you know, of course, my share of ass whooping. It happens. It happens. It makes you stronger.
But see, I'm going to say this, though. I learned from when I actually did organized boxing. And it's funny because as weird as it is, me and my brother, we was young. And me and my brother had a whole, like, conversation. We was youngins. Like, I think I was maybe, like, 12, 13. He was maybe, like, 15, 16. And we realized that it was a difference from playing football when you got 8 other niggas on the field with you. When you go in the ring, you by your fucking self. Okay? Ain't like your coach back there yelling and shit. That nigga in the corner. He not taking the hits. Okay? Mm-hmm. And so that's why I look at this shit from that dynamic of how many niggas would even be willing to do that because of the embarrassment. You feel what I'm saying? Of the possibility that you might not go in there and do well. Or you might just be scared to really get hit. That's why I said, like, on the last John, when I was talking about the boxing shit, I was like, yo, AD, my coach, Adrian Davis, he taught us not to be, to get hit. He would say, don't ever walk into a punch, but be prepared to get hit. You gonna get hit. Like, don't be in the fight trying to hide. You feel what I'm saying? That's backwards. So that's why I feel like it's more or less one of them things where They don't even want the opportunity to exist.
And that shit hurt though to get it.
Come on, man. It's raw.
It hurt.
It's raw.
It really hurt.
You know.
And that's the thing, is just like, you know, some people just really scared of an ass whooping, man.
I believe that. I believe that. Really and then the other part is too though, we can't miss the part that, you know, that's most important. You got the rap shit.
Yeah.
When you got 50,000 rappers that's below the age of 28 screaming at you that, nigga, we ain't fighting. I done heard so many, like, cause I listen to the young dudes sometimes.
Yeah.
A little more the raw ones than the other ones.
Mm-hmm.
The ones that ain't as popular. When I listen to a lot of these Chicago niggas or Louisiana niggas, they gonna scream that shit on the track. Nigga, we ain't fighting, nigga. I'm swinging that iron.
Yeah.
So that's what I mean. What old ass you talking about? Because if these niggas is 25 and young and down, who 15 gonna listen to a nigga that's 50 or 40 years old? I wasn't. I'm gonna be 100 with you. I wasn't. My father friends, all right, but I'm saying when you went outside, who was outside? I can tell you all my sister friends. Shout out to the whole whip. You know what I'm saying? But that's what I'm trying to say. Like, they was stealing cars. I started stealing cars. They was smoking weed. I was trying to get around them niggas. Oh, let me get a hit of that shit. They was drinking Alizé. Let me get a little sip of that shit, OG, you know? So that's what I'm trying to tell you. Remember, the rule was if you hit 25, you OG. If you go past 21, you OG. So that's what I'm trying to tell you. They OGs is money man now. And they head, you feel what I'm saying? They OGs is the rap niggas that's young and in they prime and doing well. And whether they can differentiate when these niggas exaggerate or not, we're gonna leave that alone. But what I'm trying to get to is they don't really have nobody that's in their ear telling them that. Go outside, go fight. I haven't heard it one time on any of this radio, any of the new shit I've been hearing.
Nah,
you feel what I'm saying? And I listened to the faintest shit I heard was we ain't fighting fair. Ain't no one-on-ones. These are like lines, bro. These are lines that niggas have, like, this is recycled lines that I've heard on multiple records. So that's why for me, that's when it started like changing in my head a little bit.
To be honest with you, dog, I heard you know, when I was younger, dog, I got it ain't no one-on-ones when I was a kid, you know what I mean? So, but, I mean, it wouldn't be the first time I heard it ain't no one-on-ones. But, you know what I mean? It's just
that's what I'm saying, man. It's like word of mouth. Going back to what I keep, word of mouth. It's like, and because I don't want to say like the wrong word, like popularity. That's the wrong word. It's word of mouth. What's being said right now? I mean, in the street, think of like is that not how the street operate? Whatever's the latest thing, the latest sneaker, the latest plug, the latest word on the street is this. Word of mouth. That's the same thing. We just using a business term to replace it. But word on the street, word around town. That's the same shit. It's different lingo. And that's what I'm saying. Word around town is I got a glizzy with a 30 in it. You come around this motherfucker, I'm letting off 30 in your ass. I'm not doing no talking, I'm not doing no fighting. And I don't care who out there. I'm gonna be honest with you. We could look at what happened to T Grizzly. Cause I remember when that shit happened to him, bro. When that shit happened, when his aunt got killed, and I think was his aunt and his manager, some nigga was trying to kill that nigga. And they accidentally shot his fucking aunt and killed her. And his manager, go look it up. This was like a year or two ago. Shout out to T Grizzly. And then he got on that Savage song. I fuck with that joint. He said, this how I knew. This what I mean about sometimes, shout out to the young niggas, sometimes they had that moment. This is what I'm talking about. A few seconds ago, I'm speaking to that little spark in niggas' brain like him. What he said on that song, go listen to Savage. He said, I used to think it was pussy to ride around with security. thinking it was cool to be like, man, I got my niggas, fuck security. I'm not have no armed security. My niggas gonna protect me. I'm a street nigga. I don't go get no security. And he said after that shit happened, that nigga got all armed security, ride around bulletproof vest on. Shout out to T.